What is going on, my fellow survivors, and welcome to Once Human. Let me first start off by saying I do apologize for the lack of content over the last few weeks, but the cold and flu season has not been very nice to me. Ended up with strep throat, cleared that up, then came back with flu and strep at the same time. As you can tell, I've still got a bit of the sinus going on. Today I'm going to go over 10 things that I wish I knew when I first started Once Human. These are 10 tips and tricks for beginners. If you are just starting out, wanting to return, whatever, I do suggest checking out Once Human. It is a great game. First up on the tips is don't waste your StarCom. Whack-a-mole. Save it for your base blueprints at the Wish Machine. Now, what that is once you gain access to it, you can come here and this is your Wish Machine. You can open it up hitting G to buy blueprints outright using StarCom. This is actually very simple to obtain. There's no need to purchase any. You just do your weekly stuff and you'll end up with about 12,000 of it. But it will allow you to buy various weapons blueprints, various key gear blueprints, or set armor blueprints. Each one has a varying value. Now, if you come to the Make-A-Wish, it is basically roll the dice, hope to win what you get. If I was to click on one of these and hit play, each time I hit the guy that pops up, it's going to take 500 star chrome. And in total, it costs 9,500 to clear the board. So that is 1,500 star chrome over what it costs to buy a single blueprint. Secondly, make sure that when you are starting out, you are looting every deviant enemy, everything you kill. Make sure you loot it for its acid. It'll drop between 1 to 5 acid, but it is needed for ammo production. Other loot can be broken down in your base for materials in order to craft armor from the blueprints. But I highly suggest looting everything possible and try to stockpile the acid. There are acid farm tutorials available, but it does require you to be in a specific zone or specific place on the map in order to make an acid farm. Tip number 3. This is for PvE servers. I'm playing on a PvE server. I do not know how PvP is, so I cannot speak in that sense. When you build your base, try not to go whole extravagant, whatever, until you are right around level 35 to 40-ish, where you can then decide where you actually want to set up permanently. They recently did a patch where your campsite will end up being dismantled within 1 to 2 game days. So it is advisable to build your base near the area that you are questing. So if you need to go back and repair, you can go back to repair and then go back to your quest zone without having to travel all the way back down or use one of the fast travel points that are on the map. Number 4, and this was a big one that I did not know, and I found out quite literally the hard way. If I have any sort of armor or weapons that I picked up but did not craft, like if I had additional armor and weapons here and I personally didn't craft them, it would say dropped item across the bottom, usually right around in this area, but over here. You cannot repair items you yourself did not craft. So you might pick up a gun that's way better than what you're currently using, but once it breaks, that's it. It's done. It's gone. Another big thing. Weapon accessories. Now, I came across a vendor that was selling a bunch of weapon accessories, spent a bunch of the required currency that they wanted for those weapon attachments, only to find out that I bought them for the wrong kind of weapon. So always make sure that you are checking your weapon accessory compatibility before buying the weapon accessory. Number 6. When I started out, I would run from this thing. Turns out, if you shoot its hands, it's going to kneel down. We're going to run around to the back, make sure you're careful because I'm in a low-level zone at the moment. However, it does spawn in multiple zones. Jump on board and grab your gear crate. Now, that just despawned on me, not sure why, but it's whatever. Number 7, and I'm guilty as charged of this one as well. Don't skip non-essential quests. Like, I don't currently have any on the map, but there will be blue diamonds all over the map. And when you're starting out, you want to do those quests for the energy links, which are used to help you acquire your memetics. I didn't do them. I had to go back and do them for not only the rewards, but the additional energy links to help with the memetics. Yes, I could have sold stuff to vendors. Yes, I could have used a player vending machine. However, it is simpler. It is a lot easier to go back and just do those quests and get the energy links that way. Going back to the armor and weapons. One thing that you need to watch for is that when you are crafting your armor and weapons, you are not crafting armor and weapons beyond your level. I know at tier 5 it requires level 40 to craft. And then at tier 4 is 30, tier 3 is 20, tier 2 might be 10, and tier 1 you can just outright craft. But always make sure that you are within the proper level bracket before you go through and start wasting materials crafting something that you may or may not be able to use. Number 9. Make sure that you are completing your weekly commissions from inside the towns in order to maximize your rewards. And number 10, and the final tip that I can give you, is these wonderful whispers right here left by other players. Normally you will see them outside of silos, outside of dungeons, next to any major landmark. Make sure that you stop and take a second to read them, because those purple quests that will pop up on the side wanting to kill X amount of enemies, find a mystic crate, usually 1 or 2 armor and loot crates. Those whispers in that area will generally tell you where to find those crates, and it's going to make your life a whole lot simpler. Now, those are just 10 of the things that I wish I knew when I first started playing. Hopefully these 10 tips will help you guys out. Hope to see you guys in Once Human at some point. But until next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out our other content as well. Hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.